today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On 1st and 10, Knight. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That one complete to the former Seminole, Arden Tate. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. This to Jarwin. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Knight going up top for Miller. Oh, almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 1st down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Johnson on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Throwing over the middle, and It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Knight. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Knight. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Johnson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Eason, short throw to Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Eason is able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Hayden Hurst.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winters. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Smith in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eason's pass.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Winters. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Eason on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Knight and a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun is Eason. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Intended for Jonnu Smith.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Panthers 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Aldrich Rosas.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a...
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Eason. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
To throw on third down. Eason. And finds his target, Fuller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. Screenplay. Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down. Knight. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The final shot before break. Knight. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Saints nothing.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The return man, Ty Johnson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see where they sit, perched right at the top. The question, Charles, with the perfect season they have going, what's on the line, how do you see them playing it out these final few weeks of the season?
Well, I can see the locker room voting unanimously to play to win. That's how they're built. It doesn't matter whether you're 0 whatever or undefeated. You want to play every game to win it. But I think from a management and coaching standpoint, you're looking at it and saying how much pressure is on this team to try and keep that record going. And is that really our ultimate goal? They're almost hoping maybe they get beat, and now you can start to rest guys and take the pressure off and just get ready for the playoffs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over brings it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On first down, Winters. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. Winters, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, Hewitt. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 13-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Eason. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always said about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But
this is taken in. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun. Knight. He's got Herndon. His tag in. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That's complete right around the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A strong run, and they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On fourth down, Knight. It's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home... They're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points. So
and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No. But they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure up in the offense.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. On 1st and 10, Knight. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one taken in by T. Higgins. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards, the final tally. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Quarterback taken down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, Knight. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Knight. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzling me a little bit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how